And we're not. So you love your list, don't you, Nath?
The top fives, yeah.
Top fives. You love your top five.
It's a highlight of the Friday huddle, Bill.
It is.
Top five.
Well, it's going to be a highlight of the Saturday Rub because we're putting together the Nath Gregory Brown top five Saturday Rub. And guess what?
What?
Not even mentioning Nathan Broad. Not even going to mention it from last week because that was a royal stuffer.
I sent him a text during the week.
No, leave him in yours, but
No, a real stuff up. Enough. Yeah, you'll have him, of course. Yeah. Golden, real shit one, that one. But we're not even mentioning that. But do we have a countdown or do we have a
Didn't
audio?
have time to get that ready, but number
Funny doesn't know.
5.
So we're going to start at number 5, and it's you're not funny, Nath. You're not funny. So it's a joke that you tried, and let's have a listen to it.
He said a penguin walked into the bar and said to the barman, "Have you seen my brother?" And the barman said, "What's he look like?"
Right, it's pretty good. I don't mind it, does.
Just that awkwardness.
crickets.
All penguins look the same,
No,
Bill.
I know. Actually, I don't mind it.
He'll use it this week.
I will. Well, next week when I'm back. Number 4. I tell you what you don't do. You don't listen, Nath. When you're hosting, you got to listen.
Because you do, don't you, Bill?
What?
You always do.
But you've got to listen, Nath. And poor old Daisy gave the votes out, and you want them again.
6 of the best for Harry Mackay. You're going to find him in the votes, Days?
Yeah, he already got one if you had been paying attention.
Have you already done the votes, have you? I did, yes. You just roll through them again. I obviously, yeah, you think about other things.
What were you thinking about?
I've got no idea. Probably how I'm going to end the game.
Well, let's get to that.
Maybe a Komodo dragging, eating a monkey.
Yes.
Number 3.
Oh, there
Well
we go.
done, Hutch.
Got that, yeah.
I still can't get over this one. When you thought you were the greatest player ever in the competition,
yeah.
for how many weeks was it, Damo?
10.
Well, I thought it was 9, but he's increased it to 10.
10 now.
And there was Voss and Buckley and all these superstars running around. But no, the greatest player apparently at the time was Nathan Gregory Brown.
Those first 10 weeks of 2005, I reckon I was probably the most influential player in the AFL. Or probably, I mean, Michael Voss was playing, Buckley were playing, these amazing players, but I don't think anybody was having the influence I was having in those first 10 games. And to have that cut down and then not go anywhere after that, it's a bit disappointing, but it was great to have those 10 weeks as well.
So we learnt last night that the 10 became 10 because he included the game when he went down. So it used to be 9.
You're on fire.
Dominating that one too.
Can you believe he actually said that?
Listening back, it's a bit of a stretch, particularly when I mentioned Buckley and Voss. But there you go, back. The stats don't lie.
All right.
It was 7 and 2.
7 and 2. This came up last week at number 2.
2.
Not Brody.
No, not Brody. We're not mentioning that because that was the royal up. This one, it's just weird about the freckle man.
Yeah, I could sit there and devour a whole box of freckles. Well, I'm a big freckle man.
And then Das come out. Luke Darcy said he was a freckle man. What was going on?
We're talking about lollies on a Friday night. We do these things called hot topics, which I know you blokes find very funny on a Saturday. But just
Not at all.
about the
Jim's
freckles.
worried about us, actually.
Yeah, so we've got to talk about that later. The Friday huddle, the shit you go on with there. But anyway, so that was the freckle man. And then this one here that I hadn't heard before, and I like this one. And this is Chompers, your good mate Chompers, talking about how you ruined the overseas junkets.
Australia's first Test triumph over the Irish at Croke Park has been tarnished by a bitter internal feud. Tony Jones with the latest. What's going on, TJ?
From what we're hearing, Nathan Brown has been hauled before the Australian coach Gary Lyon because of reports about this late-night rampage that left Port Adelaide star Warren Treadray just a little shaken. Now, it's believed that Brown, who may have been intoxicated, right? We can't confirm that, but it's a fair bet Brown was intoxicated, broke into this hotel room in Galway and, look, attacked Warren Treadray with a fire extinguisher. This all happened at about 4 a.m. Look, it is a very unsavoury incident. It's one that has tarnished the reputation of Australian sport, and you would think it will be the end of Nathan Brown as far as an Australian player goes.
Tony Jones, thank you for that. A very disturbing story indeed.
Disturbing. Wow. Is that true? That happened?
We broke into Warren's room because
Who's we?
he was me, Luke Darcy was there, and
Freckle.
Robert Murphy.
The two freckles.
Oh, another freckle there would have been.
Freckle. Warren had been, we thought, dobbing people in for coming home late to the team management because Warren missed out on the first game. He wasn't selected. So we took a bit of umbrage to that, and they said, why don't you go and get Warren's room key? So I walked up to the front desk and said, I've left my room key. It was about 3 a.m. And I said, I'm Warren Treadrake. They gave it to me.
Yeah.
Das has handed me. And so Das, it was like a big sting. He opens the door and then pushes it, and I went in with the fire extinguisher and sprayed the whole room. But it was one of those white ones, you know, the white foam that sucks the air out of the room. And I didn't know Josh Franco was in there as well. So poor old Josh, apparently they were crawling to the door, they couldn't breathe, and they just got out in time.
Jeez.
And then a complaint was made to Gary, who had to get all the team in front, and Gary couldn't hold it together. Gary was laughing at the time, requesting, okay, somebody's got to own up to this.